A few days ago, I put the camera down so we could meet up with friends who were vacationing in Telluride. After Telluride, our friends rented a Jeep and the four of us drove around to Ouray, the long way. And from Ouray, we started making our way up to Imogene Pass, but we didn't go all the way. We had reservations for one night at a really cool backcountry lodge that's almost 2/3 up the mountain, I would say.
Yeah, pretty close to tree line. It was gorgeous. This is the lodge we're staying at.
As the sign says Mount Hayden. I had my doubts there for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh. It's the top of Imogene Pass.
Yep.
Yeah. And some sitting stumps.
Yeah. Sitting stumps.
And we came up that road. And that road. Yeah, I'm out of breath. The route's so short looking at it from here, but we tiptoed. It took like, I don't know, 45 minutes to go a mile.
Yeah. The lodge was really cool. I peppered the owner when we got there. I had so many questions. He had done so much work on this old cabin that had been built, I think, in the 80s,
1980?
he said. Yeah, 1980. So he had spent several decades as a chef in many, prime locations around the country, and he had a vision for this place. So he ended up purchasing the land, and there's a lot that went into it. It was not straightforward at all. Mount Hayden Backcountry Lodge.
Mount Hayden Backcountry Lodge.
Yeah.
And where did you guys find it? Was it on...
It was my friend that found it.
But VRBO?
VRBO, Airbnb, one of those, not entirely sure.
Yeah,
but if you
they have a website.
Yes, if you are interested, they do have a website. Go ahead and book through that.
They have flush toilets, showers, bedding. A lot of people hike up to the lodge during the winter. I think it's a backcountry skiing destination. So it's very remote, but very comfortable. And the owner makes you dinner, makes you breakfast, does a great job. And it might be a little bit pricey compared to what we do, which is dispersed camping in the backcountry. But for a treat, it's absolutely well worth it, and I'd like to do it again.
Hey, Red Jeep, you got a copy? Yeah. Sorry.
Here. Copy that.
We were informed of a blue FJ Cruiser, not this one you can see off the trail. So we're just going to assess the situation and see what the deal is, okay? This FJ went off to the side. This FJ is going to try to pull it out. Chris is up there helping coordinate the angle of recovery. We've got a winch coming in here. It's up, wrapped around some tree bases there and attached to the side rails, which are bolted into the body. Got the tree up there. Back down, connects to the red. Chris, can I help?
No, thank you.
Okay.
The dude in the FJ with the alu cab did a great job leading that recovery. 3 winch lines were attached, but they were only for support. There was no pulling whatsoever, and the FJ driver drove out under his own power.
All right, Shannon, just so you know, if anyone else needs to know, I'm off the trail.
We are not clear. You've got 2 more Jeeps. You can probably see this one right now, the one that was involved in the rescue. Recovery.
All right, give me a heads up when it's clear. I'm going to let the gentleman in the ATV go by first.
Good job, guys. Have a good day.
At the bottom of the mountain in Ouray, we aired up, parted ways with our friends, and Shannon and I craved pizza in Crested Butte specifically.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a marathon, but 3-hour drive from Ouray to Crested Butte. Had pizza at Secret Stash in Crested Butte, which is one of our favorite places, and then came up into the mountains about 40 minutes away from Crested Butte. Found this phenomenal campsite to spend the night. Oh, look at this thing on the left.
That big horse?
It's European Overlander.
Yeah. David must have just parked. Neat.
It is a dramatic night up in the Aspens. It's a beautiful night.
So while this is a lovely spot, there's too many trees here. So we're not going to be able to set up Starlink and get our connectivity going.
And she does IT during the week. She needs a reliable connection, so we need a wide open sky.
What do you think we'll do today? Obviously find a new campsite.
Find a new campsite. I'm thinking in the direction between here and Cottonwood Pass. On the west side of Cottonwood Pass, it's fairly airy in that basin or in that valley, so we might find something there that would be suitable for Starlink and boondocking for a week.
Hey, farmer's market. Durango Farmer's Market.
We're all settled in, but we already have raindrops. Cooking outside. The awning's out just a little bit, so...
No going back on this.
3 cheese tortellini.
Yep, ready in 5.
And that truffle stuff is in here.
No, in there.
Melted cheese.
Tortellini.
Tortellini. It smells like
Truffle
pasta sauce. Dinner and the thing that Shannon just made. And here's mine. And House of the Dragon last episode.
Ooh.
This forest road has formidable, well, it's not really formidable, but It looks formidable, creek crossing. It's only about as deep as my front bumper, and it's up to my door sill, so no water ingress, and I'm on the other side. Now today, it's still misty with some cloud cover, but that'll probably burn off, and I am exploring to the south. I'm gonna wander past Tin Cup and explore some forest roads that I've never seen before. Tin Cup, Colorado. This is a ghost town, a Renaissance ghost town that has a lot of mining history and is partially developed and lived in. Just breezing through town because, well, I want to see what's on the other side. Just off the main forest road, tucked in the trees, I almost missed it, but I found this beautiful dispersed campsite. It's right next to the stream. There's a few stone fire rings, a lot of nice flat spots for tents or vehicle sleeping platforms. This is a great spot, and I'm definitely putting a pin in it. Well, the forest road does in fact go up that ridge, and it looks rad, but since I do this mostly alone, I take extraordinary precautions to avoid death. So, get a little sideways, and I need a new pair of pants. So I'm going to use this opportunity to turn around and find somewhere else to explore, but it's beautiful up here though. I'm at 12,000 feet and sweeping views, beautiful weather. You can't beat this. First of all, the Landy kicks butt. This is an otherwise stock machine. It's over 30 years old. There's a lot about it that's just, I don't know. But man, it gets it done. Toward the bottom of this forest road, it was really rough. The rocks were wet, and that's what was giving me trouble. I was like, I don't know, I might be biting off more than I could chew, but after it made it up over those rocks, the trail, it was still rough the entire way up, but it was a little bit more subdued. So I kept going and came to a junction, and the main track looks like it continues over the mountain for miles, and I don't have that in me. So I took this shorter spur, which led to these really cool old mine ruins. If you're interested in retracing my steps and seeing these places for yourselves, my detailed GPS data is available to Patreon subscribers and to members of my website, venture4wd.com. Alright, right now I'm going to head back to base camp and enjoy dinner with my fiancée Shannon. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode.